Bob's fishing blunder. So, every summer, like clockwork, my dad, my uncle, and our family friend Bob head out on their annual fishing trip. It's a tradition that's been running for years, a weekend of questionable jokes, sunburns, and, more often than not, an empty cooler where fish should be. This year, however, things started off a bit different. Just as we were about to set sail on Lake Wobegon, Bob proudly displayed his so-called lucky lure, claiming it was a guaranteed fish magnet. The thing was, it looked suspiciously like a very fancy earring, but Bob swore it was a one-of-a-kind lure. We nodded, figuring it was just another one of Bob's oddities, like his Hawaiian shirts and his penchant for fishing socks. As the day wore on, it became clear that the fish were having none of Bob's lure. Instead, passers-by on other boats kept shouting compliments at Bob's lucky lure, with one lady even yelling that it was the most beautiful piece of fishing gear she'd ever seen. My dad raised an eyebrow, and my uncle chuckled, but Bob just soaked in the admiration, convinced his lure was finally getting the recognition it deserved. Meanwhile, not a single fish was caught. In fact, the only thing biting that day were the mosquitoes, which had somehow bypassed our entire stock of bug spray. By mid-afternoon, as we were languishing under the sun and the weight of our empty nets, my mom called. She asked if we happened to see her missing earring, claiming it vanished right before her big night out last month. Suddenly, everything clicked into place. The lure. My dad's eyes widened, and my uncle let out a hearty laugh that echoed across the lake. Bob, on the other hand, turned a shade of red that could rival the setting sun, realizing he'd been flaunting my mom's jewelry as his secret weapon all day. When we finally got back to shore, Bob sheepishly returned the earring, mumbling apologies. My mom, ever the jokester, simply replied, "Well, I guess the only thing Bob managed to catch this trip was a case of the compliments." And just like that, Bob's lucky lure was retired, and we all had a story that would be told for many fishing trips to come.